Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to show you today as to how to solve the washer problem where in Samsung and LG models you do find that the wash cycle goes for a long time. It just resets after the rinse, after the spin cycle it again goes back to the rinse cycle, and this goes on for a long time. It was quite annoying to me because I wasn't able to get my things done on time when we had multiple loads of washer, and finally found something on the web and tried it out, and I thought just let me also put a video to show you as to how it can be done. One of the most common thing that this happens is where the drum is shaken violently and resets something inside, which makes it look like the rinse cycle has to be again done. So that is what is going on inside the machine from what I heard. So if in order to solve it, the one thing that you have to do is to stop that violent shake, and that is not going to happen because the drum is kind of resting on four springs and on the four sides, and when the spring becomes weak, I think it is not able to kind of take over a certain load. So when you do find that you have a load heavier than a threshold, it does sets itself to the rinse cycle. So that being said, I'm going to show it to you in this video as to how you can change those four springs. Fairly simple, by prying open the top lid and then buying the right springs and putting them on. So let's go on to the video, and I hope you find this useful. Hi guys, this is Bala from Keller Williams. Just wanted to let you know that I'm going to show you as to how to change the Samsung drum springs. These are the springs that are going to be that are holding the drum when it's spinning in the wash cycle. So I'm going to show you as to how that can be changed. I just had to do this because it was going through a wash cycle and repeating over and over again. So finally found something on the web that can actually help me. So I'm just going to show you as to how it is possible for us to change some of these things, provided you have the right appliances and tools. So from that angle, I'm going to show you what exactly I'm going to be needing right now. These are the following things. Basically, a screwdriver to make sure that I can remove the screws in the back side, so that the top of the washer can be taken out, and then this one to pry open the top so that I can just remove it, which will give me access to the drums and the springs. So I'm going to show it to you step by step in terms of how it can be done. Hopefully this video is of some use to some people who probably will be having the same kind of an issue. So let's get on with it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put the washer and remove the screws on the back side. There are two screws, and that is going to help me kind of pry this up so that the top is actually kind of loose, and then I'll be able to show the spring. You can pause it. So now I have removed the screws from the back. Two screws for the Samsung model. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pry this open so that we can just have access. So just put one of those, anything flat is fine. You can just put it and pry it open. So if you try it a couple of times, it will come out. Now the thing is, inside this, the way the lid sits is like it's got a rod on either side, which actually is like this, so that you have to pull this instead of just being able to take it out. So basically, I'm going to show it to you when I take it out why it is like that, because Samsung has a new way of locking it like that. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So basically, pull it towards yourself by prying it up. So now, by pulling it up and pulling it towards me, this has to come out. Just come out on one side, not on the other side. Pause it for a second. Trying it out right now, and you'll be able to see it. If you come closer, you'll see what I mean. So this is the thing in which it goes. So this basically has to be pulled forward and then pushed up. So these two are the ones into which this hole goes in. So that is a kind of a locking mechanism that they have. So now that we have this open, you'll see that there are 4 springs. These are the 4 springs on the 4 corners that basically we are going to be replacing right now. And I'm going to show you as to how you can open it. Pause it for a second. Basically, I'm going to take this out and show you as to how the 4 springs are going to be replaced. So to replace the springs, basically the spring is being held by the weight of the drum. So which means that we probably have to push this a little bit to the side and pull this. See how this is coming out? And when you release it, you basically can release that spring. So this is the spring. So this spring is what I'm going to replace on all the 4 sides. I ordered the spring. It costs about anywhere between $30 to $60 on Amazon. It's fairly simple to buy one of these and replace it. So the whole idea is that you want to replace the spring because over a period of time, mine is probably about 8 years or so, and it has worn out, the spring. So you want to replace all the 4 sides, and the way to do the spring is, again, when you take the spring, new spring, I'm going to show it to you in a minute, you just put it down, pull it up, and then latch it up back onto this circle. So that's the way to do it. So just give me a second, let me get the new spring. So now that we have taken out the old spring, I have a new spring that I ordered, and I'm going to replace the spring one at a time. You don't want to remove all the 4 because then it becomes a little bit messy to put it all back. So to put the new spring, basically, I'm just going to pull the drum back again, like what we did before. And actually, right down below, you may not be able to see it, but actually there's a way by which you can just put it in a small hole, bring it up, and come back and put it. That's as simple as that. So this is the way you replace all the 4 of them and put the new springs, and so that the drum is kind of not shaking. So this is a very common problem in Samsung. Hopefully that'll work. So here we have taken the second spring out, and we are going to replace it with a shift the drum a little bit. Put it in that hole. Just take the drum a little bit, shift it a little bit, and place it. As simple as that. So the 3rd and 4th also you can do the same thing, and that way once it is done, you can put them all back, put the screws in the back side, and it should solve the problem in most cases. Hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you have any questions, do give me a call. You know where to reach me, 703-403-5338. Enjoy. Thank you.